Hey guys, what's going down? This is Ash here from NTV Studios. I am bringing you once again another live stream where today we're going to do some more building, going to talk some more, have some more discussions, and we're just going to get on in general. So I've come up with some new company names inside of the city, some company names which on buildings which already existed, but giving them an actual made up name, because what I want to do is kind of have the Minecraft country dedicated to a lot of made up companies as well as having real life companies. So we're going to have quite a few made up ones. So the first one is green flower gas. That's basically because it's like a green flower for the BP sign, but instead of actually being BP, it's actually green flower gas. And I'm actually going to do some other gas station companies using this kind of design, but not exactly adding a flower. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what we manage to do when we build some other gas stations. Another company name which I have come up with is Local Deals. So this is like the local shop, because this one here isn't big enough to be a spa shop kind of thing. Like, well, it isn't big enough to have a bake, and I'll tell you what's happened. So you know how basically at the other side of the river I have the gas station and it has the spa shop and it has the bake built with it. Well, in Minecraft terms, bake has actually joined forces with spa, meaning that all spa shops have a dedicated bake inside of them now. So whether it's one with a gas station, whether it may be one just on a local street, it will have a dedicated Bake and Bite inside of Spa. And Bake and Bite have joined forces to have their bakeries inside of Spa shops, as well as having bakes on their own. So if you don't know what bake is simply a blue and yellow logo with a white bake sign wrote on it. So basically it's like a cyan blue with a yellow, and then in white it just basically says bake going along. So I've made a single bake here, so this is just like this is like your normal everyday bake. So Bake and Bite, it's basically joined with Spa. So basically Spa, in other words, have taken over the business Bake and Bite, and they put Bake and Bites in their Spa shops, and they also do single bake shops as well. So basically in practically every Spa shop there will be a dedicated bakery, which if you have a Spa shop, so basically Spa is a franchise, so Spa is one of them shops which are basically meant to be all over the country. So if you have a Spa shop, you have to have a Bake and Bite with it. So even if it's a really small Bake and Bite, like some Bake and Bites will be bigger than others. Some Bake and Bites will just be a little counter inside where you get a takeaway kind of Bake and Bite. Some will have a little place where you can sit down. They are usually just more or less where you can more or less just order food. It's not, they're more like a little takeaway, but some of them will be like smaller than others. Some will be a bit more bigger, but Bake is more or less joined with Spa, so all Spa shops own right to Bake. The person who owns Spa more or less owns Bake, and then the shop Deals and, well, Local Deals is just another local shop what basically comes in with it. So technically the BP itself also mainly will have a Spa, well, some green flower gas will more or less have a Spa shop with it usually, but in this case it's got a Deals, a Local Deals shop instead. So that's more or less what's going down on that front. It has a Local Deals, and it works out pretty nice. So I think there's only 3 bakes in the whole entire map. There's one in the subway over at the other side of the map. There's one at the other gas station at the other side of the river, and then there's one just dedicated here. But there will be some more bakes, don't you worry. Bake, as a matter of fact, is only going to grow and expand within Spa shops. So basically what I have got to tell all of my friends who have city worlds, if they build a Spa shop, because of what's going down, they're going to have to build a baking side, otherwise they can't build a spa shop, which is a little bit, you know, like, it might sound a bit stupid, but I think it's realistic. It's kind of like Spa's got their own little bakery section with it called Bake and Bite, so it's pretty good. I quite like the way it sort of turns out, if you get what I mean. So we've got all these nice shops looking very nice going like along here and stuff like that, but we need to come up with some more shops. Definitely need to start bringing some more shops down this little section here, which will be quite good to do. We can have some longish ones, we can have some like smaller ones. Again, we can just really choose what we really want to have in terms of shops and things going down here. So I definitely want a cafe neri going down here. That is definitely a 100% stated fact, that another cafe neri at this side of the shop is definitely dedicated. A cafe neri is definitely something we more than likely need at some point, but I don't want to do it like just next to the bakery. I'd rather do it like further down, like maybe sort of more closer towards the bridge itself. That would be probably, in my opinion, a little wise, sort of like a wise-ish kind of like move to do, would be to kind of like do something along that way. And then what I'm thinking on doing is, you see where the bridge goes down under here, this is kind of what I was thinking about doing. So my plan is that we block this off going down here, and then my plan is that we have a little carpet shop underneath the bridge. So this will be like a easy lay carpet or something like that, where you can basically just pick up some like second-hand carpets. Well, not second-hand, but you know, a bit of a small carpet shop. But the plan is, don't know whether to do all building. Like, the plan is we can have shops going all the way down here, and then we can have we can more or less have the thing at this side, if you get what I mean. So we can sort of have the carpet shop at this side, or we can have it at this side. Now, it would kind of work out a bit more easier to have it at this side, because you are going to be driving on this side of the road, which does make it easier to pull in. So, you know, for example, it isn't as awkward to get about and try and like turn into the carpet place, with it being a bit more of a busier road. So we'll have to see what goes down. I'm just sort of planning out things at the moment, and waiting for some people to join in on the stream and see what goes down in Chinatown. So I don't know if you guys know this, but if you've been following me for quite a while, if you've been watching live streams, whether it's live or whether it's after, you may know, or you might not know, that a while ago, like going back a few years ago now, I used to be a DJ. I used to basically do like DJ mixes, you know, like sort of like 18 to 20 minute mixes. And I used to have a little pair of decks, and I also have a computer program called Virtual DJ, which if you are a big music person, then you will be familiar with Virtual DJ. And I stopped DJing because I got a bit bored of it, and it wasn't going the way I wanted it to go. I was hoping to get some gigs and do some discos, and I basically just got messed about with a couple of people who basically let me know that I could go and gig at their place. So I got told that I could gig and do like the DJing at someone's party, and I basically got in a big rush because I really wanted to do it, but I didn't have much time, which meant we had to borrow some money to buy the laptop earlier so I could get my programs onto the laptop so I could take it to the party. And then he didn't even want me there at the party in the end. So in the end, I basically wasted money buying I was going to use the laptop, but we were going to get it later than what we originally thought. And then basically turned out that he didn't need me for the party anymore. He didn't need me to do any DJing, and someone else said exactly the same. They said that I could go and DJ there, and then it turned out in the end they didn't even need me. So I didn't even carry on DJing. It just got to the point where I got fed up. I was alright at it. I was pretty good at it, but no one ever needed me. No one wanted me to DJ for them like they said they would, and then they let me down on the last minute, and it kind of got me a bit bored, fed up, so I stopped DJing. I still enjoy it, like I stopped doing it and uploading it to the internet and stuff like that, but I did a DJ mix today. And this isn't me returning back to DJing. This was just me. I was telling someone in a chat party that I could basically DJ, that I used to do a bit of DJing, and I just said that I'd do them a mix. I was playing them some of my old ones, they liked it. So I just said, you know what, I'll do you a quick little mix. I added a load of drops together into a mix, some like beastie drops, and just mixed them together. And I know I made it sound easy then, but yeah, I just more or less did that. About 18 minutes long was the mix, and it went pretty sweet. It was quite good. But yeah, I don't really DJ anymore. I'm more of an MC right now, like, as in, I'm a bit of an MC. At the moment, I enjoy MCing quite a lot more than I enjoy doing things like, I guess you could say things like, what's the word, like doing DJing. Like, my MCing got more popular than my DJing did, which was you know, like, made me think that maybe I ought to just stick to MCing instead. But I'm still not a bad DJ, and it was making me think, like, I do kind of miss being a DJ in a way, but I still also kind of like enjoy doing the MCing as well. But if you didn't know, I used to be a DJ. You can search me up on SoundCloud. Just type in MC Noble on SoundCloud, because I recently changed the name. But it's got all my old mixes on there. It's got like DJ Madhead new 2014 party mix, DJ Madhead new electro house mix 2014. It's got a mashup mix. It was about 2 years ago, and I called myself DJ Madhead. And then people were sort of thinking, you know, saying, why don't I change the name, you know, to something other than DJ Madhead? So I changed it to DJ Raver. I did a couple of mixes as DJ Raver, and then I really just sort of stopped the DJing after then, and I didn't really do anything more to do with the DJing. And then my Facebook page took a really big step back, as in I'd write a post saying like, DJing will return, blah blah blah, and then I also used to just sometimes post a picture on there, or like share some stuff, like if you want to get some DJing equipment. I used to basically advertise other people's like selling like music equipment on there, like pianos and keyboards and microphones, you know, like decks and earphones. I just used to advertise them for sale on there, tell them if you go on this website you can get so much % off, just help them out a bit, get some more customers. And then when I started MCing, I put an MC on that page, and then that turned into the MC Noble rap page we have today. But if it weren't for the DJing, the page would be probably about 100 likes less than it is. So what I mean by that is, my page already got the like first 112 likes or something like that, via doing the DJing, and then I got the rest of the likes via doing the MC. So basically I got about 400 and so many likes doing the MCing, but I got 112 likes by doing the DJing. So it was quite good though. But it definitely took a while with the DJing itself to get to 112, and it took me quicker to get to the like to get the 400 and something likes I got with the MC, and I got that a lot quicker than I did with the DJing. So I definitely knew that the DJing wasn't as good as the that it basically wasn't as good as the DJing wasn't as good as the MCing, and I still like DJing. I like music altogether. You know, anything what has a good beat, like I like MCing because, you know, you can spit to some sick banging tunes, and I like DJing because you can play a lot of DJs play a lot of banging tunes. You know, I'm not talking about doing a kids disco or anything like that. I was literally specifically talking about like proper hardcore mixes and stuff like that. You know, that's my style. I've always been into anything with a banging beat. If you're allowed to play them on the stream right now, then I would play them on the stream right now. You know, I'd stick on like a banging mix and just leave a mix going with some sick drops. That's just kind of my my style of music, and it has been for a lot of years. It was due to family members what used to listen to them, mainly my mum's side, and basically I picked that up from her. It was always on in the car when I was younger, or it was always on like the music channels on the TV. We always had like the clubbing channels on, stuff like that, and then I just picked up that music, and it is good music. I ain't just listening to it because I'm not just listening to it because it's what my family do. I listen to it because I do enjoy the music itself. I've been into that music for quite a lot of years, and I'm glad I had. I actually am pretty pleased that I did get into that music, because the beats and just the melodies and stuff in that sort of music is just good. And I like music what gets you going. I like music what gets you moving, something what gets you feeling like you just want to rave and dance, not not something where you just want to rock in your armchair and sing. You know, like I'm not into like I don't mind the odd country and western song, don't get me wrong, but if it doesn't have a good beat, it's not really usually my thing. Like my nan and granddad listen to completely different stuff to what I listen to. They listen to like Irish singers and stuff like that. People singing like, "Oh, down by the river." You know, that's not kind of the thing I listen to. But everybody's different in music. That's the thing. Everybody's all different in music, and that's what makes the world go around. That's what makes the world simply the world it is today. And as a matter of fact, I can make this a bit smaller. But you know, I went to a raving club on last Friday, a week ago tomorrow, and I went to go and see Darren Styles play live, which if you've been following the live streams, you'll probably know that I went to go and see him, and he was absolutely mental. I'd never had a better night in all of my life than going to hear all the songs I love played live in a hardcore style. It was sick. It was basically with two other DJs. It was with Entrance, DJ Cooter, who represents Entrance basically, and then there was these other like people who come on first, who aren't like they're not the proper DJs, but they play like at the beginning, just, you know, because like Darren Styles, he could have been playing somewhere else first, and then, you know, he could have come here and then come on to a set at midnight, for example, where I was. So they put some other stuff on first, while you're basically waiting for him to come on to the set. And they were good as well. Like, they played some good music. But then when DJ Cooter came out, because he came out first, and then he's like one of the main ones, because he's from like Clubland and Entrance and stuff like that. They're all like Clubland classics, and he basically played all Clubland classical songs from like, you know, like the early days of Clubland mixed in like a remix. Some of the like proper hardcore melodies like everybody knows and loves, and then Darren Styles comes on at the end like as like the last one, and then he takes on like the early hours of the morning set from like sort of like 1 in the morning till about 4 in the morning. And he basically takes it into a big heavy hardcore mix, and basically as the night goes along it's getting more hardcore as the night goes along. So it's starting off like, you know, a bit bassy, and then as the night goes on, each time it's just getting even more banging and hardcore as the night goes along. It's quite good. So anyway, we're going to look for some more shop designs today, and we're going to start going down here on this side of the road. So sooner we do that the better. And I think I've just lost an earbud on my earphones. It'll be somewhere around the area. I'll be able to get it and put it back in. But yeah, pretty sweet in my opinion. Yeah. So let's wait and get some new shop designs. Check out my second channel tomorrow as a new MC is going to be going out. Oh, I actually wrote MC then. Let's have a think of a shop. What we could do going down here. Let's do a record shop while we're on the space of you know, I've also had a notification while we're on the Okay, so I've had a notification as well, but we're going to have a look at some record shops on what we can do. The Southeast Records in Wexford, we could build something like that. I'm just having a look. Let's go to images. Let's have a look what there is in images. There might be something interesting in terms of like a record music shop. Computer's just taking a bit of a while to load. The first picture what came up like telling you of like this specific record shop was good, but it was red. We've got a lot of red light over there, so I'd rather not use red again. So let's have a look inside the boot. Come on, PC. Show me some cool record shops. If one doesn't show up in a minute, I'll probably just start making my own. Alright, so some images have loaded, but it's showing the inside of a record shop, so great stuff. Great. That's really what we want. You're having a laugh, aren't you? I want the front of a record shop. Alright, let's get some bricky roonies. We're actually gonna start building, guys. One, two, three, four, five. Fine. Hello there, welcome to the stream. How you doing? We're building a record shop. Welcome in to the Steam. And then there is also a we're also going to do a little bit where you can just get to the flat above. Okay, alright, I know what the comment is now, what I got the reply from. I basically stuck up for this kid rapper. This person was basically saying I honestly don't see what's wrong with him, because some people were giving him hate, and I was sticking up for the girl which was saying that she didn't see what was wrong with him. It was basically a song he did, and he did it quite well in my opinion, but he got a lot of hate, and I always like to show him that, you know. So someone was replying to it, which I don't agree in people hating, especially on people what try. You know, like yeah, if they actually did do a shit job, then, you know, like, you know, if they were purposely trying to do it bad and asking for hate, be a different story. But he tries his best to do his music, and then people still hate on him, and I don't think that's on, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Alright, so I'm going to write record if I can. And we want to do this sign by 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh God. There we go. I always struggle at doing capital R's on this. And I don't even know why. Alright, I don't think it's going to fit. I was going to leave a bit of space, and then we could have actually built like a little record itself. But it's obviously... got an idea actually. Alright, so we're gonna call it REC. REC. Record. REC record shop. And then we'll do something that looks a little like this. See? We'll do a little something like that, look. Oh. Oh. Okay, so there we go. Do a bit of a bigger C. Quite like that, you know. Looks very salubrious. So now all we got to do is put like a all we got to do now is put a flat above it. So this will go across here. Oh yeah, bearing in mind we need 2 brick here. There we go. Oh yeah, and you know when people try to be like smart, as in like they try to prove a point, but they prove it wrong themselves. I proved somebody wrong yesterday. I was listening to a DJ mix yesterday, and a lot of people were taking the mick out of him, saying that he probably wasn't mixing properly. He was probably doing it wrong, and basically, this is from what I experience. Like they were taking the pee out of him, and they were basically saying how he probably, you know, how he was just stood there and not moving anything on the deck. So was he actually doing it real? And somebody put in the comments section, you lied to us. You lied to us. This mix was supposed to be 60 minutes, but it's 58 minutes and 42 seconds. But he actually got it wrong. It was actually 58 minutes and 43 seconds. So I commented to him and said, wait, actually, and like this is like literally, actually, you got it wrong. It's actually 48 minutes and 53 seconds, smart ass. And it was quite funny. Like he never, I don't think he replied. I think the comment was from a while ago, but it was quite funny. It was quite funny how I proved his point in such a way, like, because he tried to be smart, like, you know, when people try and get clever, and you know, they try to like prove a point by saying you didn't do something at the full time, and then they get the time wrong themselves, and they were like a second out or something, but they try to act real good about it, like they're proving a point. When they're not even proving a point, because they're getting it wrong, and then someone just proves them even more, and they're like, oh shit, you know. Or then usually they'll just reply back with a swear word like F you, man, you're no better yourself. They'll try digging into you. Gonna do something a little bit more funky with this roof. You know what? I'm actually gonna do it. I'm actually gonna do it from the edge of this window, and then I'm actually going to do it from the edge of this window like this. So like, you know, you can sort of like and then we'll do the same here. Hi, welcome. I won't be streaming for too long, guys, as I will be getting some tea soon, some food, and I don't know if I'll be streaming again later or not, because it's a double episode of my program today. So I'm building a record shop. Once I'd done that DJ mix, I finished it, by the way. Like, I ended it like pretty properly ended it and that, but basically I decided to more or less what was I going to say, to sort of like build a record shop. So this is where you can buy like CDs, records, all them kind of things, you know, feel your needs of music, records. So this will go here. And then I think I might as well just do that like that, and then maybe do something. Two secs. I thought KJ was building one. No, he's doing like a record studio. I'm doing like an actual shop where you buy CDs from. No, I'm doing mine like a little bit different to him. Like, mine's an actual like shop for buying CDs, whereas he's doing them to basically, you know, like where you like record songs, like a studio basically, for like singers and that. This is where you can get like a range of different, quite like this, you know. It's just something a little bit different in its own way. So we're going to work out the width for this building now, and I think I'm going to bring it back not too far, because it's only a record shop at the end of the day. It's not something too big. They're only like, it's only like a second-hand one. You sort of get like old records and new CDs. It doesn't need to be like huge. They're only doing like a couple of classical records and that, few newer CDs. You think you could help out in my world? Yeah, sure. I do mean to help out in other people's worlds. I just get so busy with my own. Like, I have MCs to record, I've got to build in my own world, and then I sometimes have to do things in the real world as well. So sometimes I find it hard to find the time to help other people, but I will if I can. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, thank you. Solid online bros. I definitely like that though. Thank you. Anyway, I've had a plan for this street. Gotta go for my tea. Okay. I've got a plan for this street. I'm going to do a few buildings, and then I'm going to do a bus station. So there's going to be like a biggish bus station, and then go in here, sort of like built on with a bus station is going to be a shopping centre. And I think it'll be quite good. It'll be like a biggish shopping centre with a really nice roof design. It'll be quite good, and it'll have like some bigger shops inside. And I'll probably also make it so there's an entrance to it on that street as well, so you can actually enter the shopping centre depending on how big I actually decide to make it. Then I think I'm going to do a roundabout, and then I'm going to lead off into like some residential areas again, so I can and then I'll actually start building some houses, because I've not built any yet. I have built them in Minecraft before, but not in this world. I haven't. There's not a single house in this world, and the map's been going 7 months because we've been focusing that 7 months on shops, skyscrapers, some like big areas. So I'll be starting on like some houses, some like streets with some houses on. But I might keep this street for like the shopping area, going like further down that way. Then I might make the side streets down here for like houses a bit further back. So we'll do some like smaller streets, in other words.